Right, folks. How we doing? Mother's Crocs on feet. Let's go. Surprisingly comfy for a set of Crocs that are probably 3 or 4 sizes too small. But anyways, we're outside, different location because yeah, the sun is like shining. More to the point, it's not raining. It's somewhat nice, so I said I'd sit outside and do this. Spend some more time outside can't be a bad thing. But the topic of this video and what I want to talk about today is literally just the title of this video. Excuse me, I am disgusting. The title of this video. The title of this video is, or what I'm intending it to be, is what's the big deal? What is the big deal? And to give that kind of like a reference point, or what does that mean in relation to what's the big deal? Right now, what I want to focus on is in relation to like a new hobby or a new skill you're trying to acquire or a new venture you're trying. What's the big deal? Because I feel like nowadays we're all so online. And I know for me, when I was on like Instagram and TikTok and all that, like of all my interests, let's just say surfing. Let's give that as an example. When I'm on Instagram, when I'm on TikTok, I'm just constantly seeing videos of people surfing who are so good at surfing. I'm not so good at surfing. I am on the other spectrum. I am so bad at surfing. But I know I'm going to get better. I'm just going to keep doing it. It'll take time. That's fine. But to a point where, if I'm starting to surf, because I felt this at the start, 100%. If you're starting out at something and you've been seeing videos of things online and people, for instance, let's say people surfing, and they're so good, and you're like, oh man, that looks like so much fun, that looks so easy, that looks so this, that looks so that. And then you actually go and you surf. And you find out this is actually incredibly hard. Now, some people will be like, I don't care. This is hard. I'm going to keep doing it because I want to get better at it. Whereas some other people will be like, man, I'm seeing everyone else and this is so easy and I just can't do this. This must not be for me. Or oh man, everyone else looks so good surfing and I don't. So like, I don't want to make myself look stupid or look silly, which is completely understandable. I surfed this morning. I made myself look silly on numerous occasions, maybe every occasion I was on a wave. What's the big deal? What is the big deal? That's what I'm talking about in terms of what's the big deal. And going towards trying things, because I think that's important. I think it can get very easy to not try things when you're in that kind of an environment. Because maybe you try one thing, you're bad at it. You try the next thing, you're bad at it. And you're like, man, this stuff just isn't for me. It's I'm just not good at it. But really the main thing is you just need to do it like a million times. A million times more. And then you'll get good at it. But when you're constantly exposed to seeing people doing it to people that are far better than you, and that's everything you see that you want to get better at, it's very easy to start thinking, well, man, I'm never going to be that good, or I'm like you're putting expectation of yourself to what you're seeing. Whereas really, it should just be you running your own race and just being like, what's the big deal? We'll see what happens. We'll just have a go with this. If I find it fun and I'm bad, well, I'll still try it, and we'll see what happens. But I think the most important thing that does for you with the what's the big deal mindset, if I do it, and let's say I keep doing it for a while, and let's say I do it for a year. I do it for a year, and then after a year, I get a bit better. I end up being like, I actually don't like this as much as I thought I did, as much as I thought I liked it. And then you're just like, oh, well, I'm going to stop doing this now. And a lot of people will be like, oh, but then you just wasted a year doing this. And number one, the time's going to pass anyways. Number two, what's the big deal? All you've gotten from that is something good. You've given yourself a year to try something that you don't know if you like yet, but you're going to give yourself the time to try and figure that out. It's not about the thing itself. It's not about surfing. It's not about playing chess. It's not about running. It's not about lifting heavy weights. It's about giving yourself the chance to try, and then if it doesn't work, you don't like it, what's the big deal? We'll try something else. I've already tried something for a year. I know I can do that. let me try something else. And I think nowadays that's something that's because I find it so funny. We're in a time where we're exposed to so many new things, so many new possibilities of, like, I don't know, so many different sports, so many different hobbies you can do. But I feel like, not that people are doing less than ever, but they're not giving themselves the same chances as before. Now, how would I have any idea of giving yourself a chance, the same chance as before? I'm 23. I don't really know what it was like at all having hobbies 20, 30 years ago. But from what my parents tell me, man, trying is just something you do. And if it doesn't work out, man, who cares? You know, what's the big deal? You tried. And I think too, since we're so used to seeing people who are so good at things on all our social media apps, that then when you get into the water surfing, and you surf badly, you're thinking, oh, everyone must think I'm so bad at this, and everyone. But, like, man, who's not at the start? You know, who's not bad at the start? But we're so conflated with this idea of what we think we should be like, or what we think other people are viewing us like, because we're just so caught in our phone and caught in seeing people that are really good at something. So, you know, to bring that all back, then it kind of comes to a sense of, like, oh, I'm only going to do this hobby if people find me impressive at it. Because that's what it is. If you give up something because you're bad at it, because you feel like you're bad at it, not because you don't like it, but because you feel like you're bad at it, that is literally you giving your self-worth to someone and being like, you have all control over my self-esteem. Because I have to be impressive at it. I can't just go out, goof around, try my best, and if it doesn't work, what's the big deal? Because there's always something else. And so I feel like that is something for me right now. Even when I'm doing this here, if people see these videos and they're like, man, what is he doing? He has no followers, he has no subscribers. Because once again, I might be like, oh, I want to be like Chris Williamson, I want to be like Joe Rogan, I want to be like Stephen Bartlett, I want to be like any of these people. And they're going to see me at a level where I'm probably not that good. But man, what's the big deal? You know what I mean? Like, even posting videos on YouTube. People are always posting videos in their Instagram, or posting photos in their Instagram, posting their life on Instagram. This is just me posting my life on YouTube. And if people think it's stupid, or if people think I'm whatever way, man, what's the big deal? And I'll keep doing it. And I might do this for, let's say I do this for a year, let's say, just to try and figure out if I like it. If I don't like it, I just won't do it. But at least I'm training the muscle of trying something. And then I'll pack this in, and I'll go find something else. And I'll use this experience of having tried something to go try something else. That's all I wanted to talk about, folks. What's the big deal? There is no big deal. Just do your best and try new things. Seems like pretty sound advice. Not that I think that I'm in, like, any position to give advice. They're just my thoughts.